Hi everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. So I literally just recorded probably the last video that I posted, and I thought, you know what, I have some extra time. I have a few videos to record this week because I really need to catch up on showing you guys everything that I crocheted during my surgery recovery time. So let's do another video right now. I realized I thought I had 3 tote bags. I have 4. So yeah, that's why I was like, let's do another one right now. These bags are not divided, though I should have thought about it. They are not divided into like, okay, this is what I made week 1, this is what I made week 2. It's literally just random. So yeah, I'm gonna do this bag. It's a pretty big tote bag, but it's not like all the way full. It's pretty full, but it looks like there's some bigger plushies in here. So I'm just gonna get started, and like always, I'll let you guys know where the patterns came from. Usually I have it down here at the bottom of the screen, and if they're paid for, free patterns or things like that. So the very first thing, I was working with some blanket yarn. I love working with blanket yarn. I don't have a lot, but I really enjoy it when I can. So I have this really cute turtle. I didn't use a pattern for this. I just made it up as I went along, but I love making turtles. So I was excited to make this guy. Actually, I made this one first. I love this green. I think it's so perfect for the turtle. At the bottom, I think this color is called almond. And this one it was from Hobby Lobby a long time ago. They put it on clearance, and I've had, I think I still have some of this actually. I think it's perfect for turtle shells. So I'll probably use it exclusively for that. Although a turtle shell, of course, could be made with any color yarn. I just think it looks so perfect, and this green is so pretty. So I'm very happy with the way they came out. I ran out of this almond color though, so as you can see, the shells at the bottom look a little bit different because I had to do one last row. Instead of using the almond color, I used this shell color, but I think it looks perfect. You can't even tell. I mean, you can tell, but it doesn't like affect the cuteness of the turtles. Look how cute. I want to keep them, but if I kept everything that I made, I would literally need a whole house for all the amigurumis. But when I use blanket yarn, usually I have to use I think it's an 8.5 millimeter hook, and I use 22. Did I use 22? I feel like it's 21 or 22 millimeter safety eyes. So that's these cuties. I don't know yarn names, as in like the color names. I can tell you the brands though. This was Bernat. So I don't know the green, but if you specifically want to know the green, I can check if I still have the yarn label on that green, and just let me know, and I will check. So I was on a turtle kick. That was my own turtle pattern. Like, I don't have it released, but I just kind of made it along. But I purchased another pattern. I was feeling so horrible during my surgery recovery, and I couldn't go out and buy anything. So I purchased quite a few patterns. I was like, you know what? I feel horrible. I deserve I deserve a new amigurumi pattern. I want to say I've worked through just about all the ones that I've purchased already, and I keep going back and making more, of course, but I do have a list of patterns that I want to get one day. So I got a few from that list during the weeks that I was recovering. This was one of them. I wanted this pattern for a while, and this is the first one that I made of it. I made a couple more. I don't know if I'll be showing them. I don't know if there's any in this bag, but there will be more in future videos. So cute. This is called the Tofu Turtle, and it's a paid for pattern on Etsy. I want to say it's like $5, but it's really cute, and it's technically a no-sew pattern. You just have to not fast enough. I feel like I did this one wrong. This was the first one that I made of the pattern, and I was slightly confused, I'm not gonna lie, but I figured it out, and it is an easy pattern. I think, like I said, I was recovering from a surgery. I don't think I was fully there 100%. You know, I was stressing out about life and trying to figure out a new pattern. You know, sometimes it can be a little difficult, but I thankfully was able to do it, and it's so cute. I love it. I do think I should have put the head like a couple more stitches here though. So there he is, super cute. Look at different turtles. Which one is your favorite? I would actually really, I'm curious, super curious. Let me know if you prefer the sea turtle look or the tofu turtle look. I think that's actually, I love that they're made with the same yarn, so I could show you guys, like, this is you know, 2 different turtle styles. So I do like that pattern a lot. I made more, and you'll be seeing those in the near future, I'm sure. This is something that I have been working on for quite some time, and I just finished it. These take me a while because I make them with scrap yarn, but only when I'm like down to a scrap ball. Then I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what to make with this. I don't think I can finish anything with this, so let's just add it to the snake. Usually with my scrap yarn, this is the second one that I've made, and I really enjoy making snakes, although I don't like snakes at all. I think snakes work perfectly for scrap yarn because you don't have to remember like what row you were on. For me anyways, I just make it until I'm like, okay, I think that looks long enough, and I just finish it off. So yeah, I don't keep track of how many rows I put on it. I just do it until I think it looks okay, and I kind of keep the color changes, I don't keep them too long, I guess. I try to keep them short, so only when I have like a small amount of yarn is when I add it to the snake. But I really like doing this, so then I don't end up with a ton of scrap yarn, and then I don't know what to do with it. And I think it would be really cute to maybe one day keep like a scrap ball and keep rolling up my yarn and actually make like a different project with it, maybe like a bear or something. And since I just finished this snake, maybe that's what I'll do next time. I don't know, we'll see. But I made a scrap yarn. I really like the look of these when it's like smaller pieces, you know what I mean, of scraps. So for example, this color, I repeated it because I didn't want like a huge, I didn't want this section for like this gray and this pink to be all gray, so I just cut it off and added it again later on. I did the same for this blue, is the same as this blue. Actually, these are 2 yarns held together, a very thin blue and a white. Yeah, I think it's really cool. I enjoyed working with it. I love the variegated look on the face. I think that's really cool. All the different yarns that I've gone through basically are here in the last maybe like 2 months that I've been working on this snake, just adding colors in. So that's kind of cool to think about. I make it a goal to, you know, when I take out a yarn, pretty much use most of it if I can before putting it back. As you can see, I made an exception with this one, but I have a project in mind for that. That's why I did that one. Otherwise, I would have used it immediately. But you can kind of tell, I think, you know, most of the skeins that I have behind me are full-ish skeins. Yeah, so I think this is cool. Oh my gosh, can you hear that rumbling? There's construction happening near my house, and it is making everything rumble and move. And that's part of why I'm recording this video right now too, even though I just finished recording one. It's because I'm trying to keep myself distracted, because I hate that so much. It gives me anxiety. I'm like, oh my gosh, can they finish constructing whatever they're doing right now? There's like heavy machinery around here, and I'm so done with it. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of the house. But today's like my day off and I want to relax and do some crochet stuff. So anyways, I'm sure they'll be done soon. That's the thought that keeps coming to my head, is I'm sure they're done soon. They've been working since the morning. I literally woke up to the house like slightly shaking, you know? Oh, it was horrible. I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back. Okay. I don't use a pattern for this, like I was saying, but I think there's a very, very similar pattern, so I will try to put that here if I can remember. I think it's like a free blog post as well. That's the one that I used at first, and now I don't even use a pattern for it, but I'm pretty sure you get like a very, very similar snake with that pattern. Actually, I do use that sometimes for the head, just to get that shape, but I don't use the pattern for the rest of the body, is what I'm trying to say. Next, I made this cutie. This is a free pattern on Instagram, and if I remember correctly, it's called a Google. I don't know, these remind me of the TYs. I remember there being a purple one with an orange beak, and I kind of want to remake it in purple. I have this like kind of I don't think that counts as variegated yarn. Maybe it does, I don't know, I'm not a yarn expert. I just crochet. But I think it would look really cool with that yarn color. Yeah, he's cute. So I used Hobby Lobby's Crafter Secret for both the white and the orange, and then 12mm safety eyes, and he doesn't have arms. That's just the way the pattern is. It's just feet, so he's cute. But I did that. Then actually I made these recently, so I don't know what what's going on in this tote bag, but I made 2 eggs, and I was kind of debating making this pattern because I personally didn't see similar eggs to what I was looking for. Before making these, I looked online for a pattern, just because I didn't want to do the thinking. I knew I could do it, but I was like, well, I'm just curious if there's already a pattern. I didn't see one that had the yoke like not show on the other side. You can see my stitches. But I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna make it anyways. I don't have the pattern, but I remember how I did it, so let me know if you guys would be interested in a pattern. I made 2 and they're slightly different. So there's a happy one and kind of a not crunchy, not grumpy, but he's just there. Yeah, I know usually when I make these, I'm a lot cleaner about doing the stitches, to where I just do it where you don't see it in the back. But when I was doing these, I was like, I don't really care right now. Usually I'm not that way, but I'm gonna blame it on the surgery. That I was just kind of like, I just wanted to do something to distract me. And yeah, if you haven't watched the video before this one, I talk about like my surgery recovery and how difficult it was. But basically part of it was I couldn't look down, so I couldn't crochet for the first like 4 days, and it was really difficult because I couldn't breathe properly. So I'm like stressing because I'm having anxiety, like I can't breathe normal. I feel like I'm not getting enough oxygen. On top of that, I can't really do anything to distract myself while I'm recovering for the first 4 days, 5 days, which were really hard. I could watch TV, but now for the last few years, when I picked up crocheting, I feel like watching TV is not enough of a distraction. I have to be doing something with my hands as well, and I couldn't do anything. So it was very difficult. And yeah, I think when I was making those eggs, I was like, I just need to be doing something. It might not be the prettiest, it might not come out perfect, but I really just need to do something to distract myself. So that's where those came in. Then I have some mallard ducks. These are, I believe, from a free pattern on Instagram, and they both look a little different, but it's the same pattern. And the reason why, look how funny they are, is because this one I used, I doubled up a thin yarn, which ended up being a little bit thicker than a regular worsted weight yarn when doubled up. So it's slightly bigger. He's a big boy, but he's super cute. And then I ended up running out of the yarn that I doubled up on. So at the bottom, you can tell I had to use a different yarn to close it. This was actually a project that I had chucked away because I was like, I'm a little discouraged. I ran out of this yarn. And though it's a small project, I was like, well, I'm gonna have to like, you know, frog it. But then I did this one, and later on I made this one, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna finish it with a different brown. If someone doesn't like it, then they don't buy it. If one day someone thinks it's cute and it looks unique because it has different colored arms, because this is made with the brown yarn, because I ran out of this yarn, then, you know, one day maybe it'll find a home. Hopefully it'll find a home. But in the meantime, he's just a big boy. He's so cute. I think he's cute. I think he's adorable. He's special. So there are two mallard ducks. I'm not mad at myself for getting discouraged about it. I feel like that's a perfectly normal thing. I'm just happy that I did end up finishing it. So let me move this. I just got a notification that I'm like almost out of storage on my phone. So let me try to finish up this video really quickly. This is a free pattern on Instagram. I love this pattern. I've made like 5 of them. They're called budgie birds. I'm pretty sure they're parakeets. And if I'm not mistaken, they're called budgies in like Australia. But it's a really cute pattern. Highly recommend. This is a pickle. I don't have a pattern. I just make up the pattern, the pickle. I have it written down, but it's not released. I just make pickles when I feel like making pickles. And then, oh, there's another mallard. So there was 3. And then lastly for this video, I made a Bulbasaur. This is a free pattern. It's on the blog, so I will have that here as well. I enjoyed making this. I think he's so cute, and I think the colors worked perfectly. I did use a different color for these stitches versus his bulb because it is a different color on the Pokemon, so I thought stay a little true to the Pokemon. I'm pretty sure I only have like a couple minutes of storage left on my phone, so quickly, this one, it does have a lot of sewing. You have to sew on all 4 of the limbs, the ears, the bulb, and then do the little embroidery. I'm gonna count up how many amigurumis there were here, and then we'll see how many I made. So this isn't necessarily everything that I crocheted in 1 week, but it's a good chunk of things that I crocheted during my recovery in the last 3 weeks. So that's pretty much it. Sorry I had to kind of speed through the last portion of it. If you have any questions of anything that I might have skipped through, please let me know and I'll do my best to answer. I just keep getting a notification on my phone that I ran out of storage, so I need to clear, probably delete a bunch of stuff from my phone, pictures and videos and stuff. So yeah, that's always a pain. We love technology. Anyways, I'm excited to post this and get back to recording videos and showing you guys my amigurumi make. So I am super curious though. Let me know which turtle you prefer. Yeah, and I will see you guys next time with, I promise, a bunch more makes. This was kind of a smaller video in comparison, I think, to what I normally do, but I do have 2 bags, 2 more full, and one of them has a bunch of small items like these, so probably really good market items is what I'm looking at right now, so it's pretty exciting. If you're looking for smaller things to make for markets, you're gonna want to keep an eye out for the following video is when I'll try to do that one. Also, there will be a new pattern announcement. I had to delay a recent pattern of mine. I did a tester call. My testers were amazing. They came back and gave me all their notes and stuff, but I had to delay it because of my surgery. So hopefully I'll be talking about that on the next video as well. So I will see you guys next time. Bye!